Hi. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan, for this introduction. Thank you, INTRAC, for inviting me to talk. And thank you, speakers, for what you have just mentioned. And I just wanted to add on Elena. It's great that you have been able to make courageous decisions to not to bid to RFPs. So this bid or no bid decision is a great aspect and courageous one. Not everyone has the luxury to do it in terms of civil society organizations in the region or in the global south, but it's a great one. And you have adopted a proactive approach to funding in which you cooperate and collaborate and co-design things with donors. And so you have reached this stage, and I think it's a great stage. And but it needs a lot of foundations to have it successfully, including thought leadership and capable staff to handle it, which again goes to the knowledge power and how much knowledge you have in order to affect and equate yourself with donors. At the end of the day, they are the ones who have all the money. So decolonizing is so difficult sometimes because still there are people putting money in, and we are the ones who receive the money. So thank you for that. It's really interesting to hear that. My name is Alaa Shaheen, and I am from the region, from the Middle East and North Africa. I'm based in Egypt. I'm Palestinian originally, and I'm heading a consulting firm called Beit Al Karma Consulting. We do the same as any consulting firm. We are sometimes they call us a payroll company, but but we are consulting. We provide routing and evaluation learning services. We provide proposal writing for NGOs, for civil society companies, civil society organizations, and we have trained a lot. And many people have attended our training courses, and we have helped a lot in how they can be sustainable organizations, to be proactive, not reactive, as Elena's organization, and to be resilient and be able to stand alone by themselves. But still, we need a lot of help in terms of thought leadership and solutions to implement. And this doesn't mean that we don't have to get experience from the West. Still, we need to get experience from the West, learn from the West, and adapt what we are learning from the West to our local situations in terms of our context, political context, cultural, and religious, where the West doesn't have it. So we can come up into a collaborative relationship. And this is what decolonizing, I think, is the way that it should be. So it's not by taking power from someone to another one or giving power to someone else, but it's a more of a collaboration and co-design and co-owning. In terms, it's in the region. We are working in the region. It's not a secret to say that if someone telling us what is the effect of development aid, we come up to nothing somehow, little and little and little. So there's a lot of money invested with little sustainability, of impact and benefits to the people. People doesn't feel meaningful benefits of these money, although there's a lot of money has been sent. And at the same time, people and consultants and local NGOs are always stigmatized by being agents for foreign organizations. This limit their work, at the same time put them in risk. Decolonizing with real decolonizing, with real intention of building trusted relationship between donor agents who are still in the play because they have the money, and having this relationship with the local people and giving them the power and the voice to talk and to change and steer projects' objectives, steer different kind of project implementation methods and implementation mechanisms, they can be able to stand and they can be able to do the work much better for the benefits of the locals and for the donors. And today I have read the article that INTRAC has written on decolonization, and the article was questioning about the accountability, where decolonization for consultants and for local NGOs as well, the accountability should not be only for the donors and from the ones that we receive the money from, but we are accountable to our own people. We are accountable to the people we serve. And this is more accountability, and we should have more stress on that, more than we accountable to who is paying. I think one of the for the consultancy decolonizing, and what I have seen in the in the region, or in Egypt and North Africa and some countries, that it's a relationship, it's a trusted partnership, and I think donor agencies and international ones should have a build relationship that is equitable and trusted, and that it's helping local consultants rather than to do the work, rather than to punish them, rather than to aggressively use their contractual clauses to destroy local consultants. Sometimes it happens that so many organizations in the Middle East, like many UN organizations and so on, they destroy consulting firms because of being so aggressive sometimes, and is not helping them to do the work. And this is important. I know that it's at the end of the day, they are consultants, they are contractors, but it's to decolonize, you need to help them, to stretch their hands up, and to elevate their work, and to support them, and to help them even in giving them contracts and grants, and not to leave them, build them, incubate them, and let them lead, and let be in the forefront, and put their voices and put their people's concerns, and sometimes their national policies concerns. So this kind of relationship is really, and so many consultants working in the Middle East, they go with the clients, and this relationship in 3 months divorce. It goes into divorce, and struggle and fight and so on. And that's why in decolonizing, I believe in terms of consultancy in the local part of Global South, from my point of view, donors, international organizations needs to work with local consultants as partners, supporting them, understand their weaknesses, understand their strength, support both, but not to go into a confrontation relationship. So it's a trusted relationship much more. And that's at the same time helping local organizations and local consultants is building their thought leadership. Still, I think everyone, the West learns from the South, and still the South learns from the West. So we still need these kind of learning solutions and adapting them and applying them to our region. So I think the end of my presentation today is to build an equitable, trusted relationship, supportive one for local consultants and for local NGOs, civil society, helping them to lead that change. Thank you very much.